Hello, class. Um, we've been going over dashed and dotted lines in Illustrator. What I want to look at is, I want to look at these. I have some lines in here that are perfect circles. And we noticed that before we were always drawing sort of what I'll call rectangles, like this little black dash is really a rectangle. These the property lines are two different sorts of rectangles. But I got these that are dots over here, I got some dots over here, and even these green dots we'll actually look at in a follow-up video are dots, and they're basically using the same tools, but there's a few other settings you need to do to turn it from rectangle to circle that I want to show you. So I'm going to go back to sort of practice file. I think this line that sort of extended across this way was part of the same boundary. There's different ownerships I think we were studying in the original one. So I'm going to keep the same layer. In fact, I'm going to keep the same color. And I'm just going to draw a line that sort of divides out this different property line from here to there. We can see by default it's automatically coming in the same settings that I had previously done, which is the same line type. But nonetheless, if you just come out as a solid line, just hit the dash line to turn to a bit of a dash line. And I'm going to change my line weight down because it's just, I think, a little too thick right now. And again, the actual numbers will depend on your project. So what I need to do under the dash line to turn this into rounds is first I need to change the cap to circles. And we notice when I do that, my dashes, instead of being square in the end, have these little round edges. Now to make them perfect circles, what I actually want to do is I'm going to delete out all of these spacings here to get down to 1. And I want to set the first one to 0, right? We don't see anything happening yet because I don't have a gap, and I set this first one to 0. But I want my gap to be larger than the weight that I've chosen up here. So I have 3 up here, so I'm going to say 5 down there. We can see that turns that into circles because what's happening, the 0, the little curve to the edge happens after the length. So basically at 0 I say, hey, just have a curved edge on one side, have a curved edge on the other side. Those two are smashed together with this distance of 0, therefore they form a perfect circle. And then get the spacing between circles, I just have to be bigger than the line weight because essentially this 3 is the diameter of that circle. So to make them spaced out, I just need a larger number. So I put in 5. So again, to do a circle, it's dashed 0, have a gap that's larger than your line weight, and set the cap to the round cap right here. And you've made little circle line weights, which is a really nice feature. All right, in the next video, I'll take this one step further.